Hello everyone, it's John from High Oak Junction. Once again, we have a wet morning, so as being self-employed and work outside, that has stopped me from working. So next best thing is to come up here in a loft. And what I'm going to do this morning is just a short video on reviewing this a Hornby B12 model. The model number is R3546. This is an NLER locomotive. This is Malcolm's loco. He purchased just over a year ago, and we only just got it back from TMC, who we purchased in the first place, and it's a lovely weathered model. And we had an issue with it. It made the sound, because it's got sound fitted in there. I'll talk about it in a minute, but no movement. So we just took it, we tried reprogramming it, factory setting, reprogramming it, factory default to set it from that default. Still nothing. So when we was up in Yorkshire, on the Yorkshire Moors Railway and staying in Pickering, we went to Bexhill, it's only up the road from Pickering, and we dropped it off, and they tried what we tried doing, but no joy. So obviously we left it with them, and in the end it was a dodgy motor, what they've replaced, and obviously sent it back to Malcolm, and Malcolm brought it round here on Sunday, and when he picked up the other canopies on the branch line to paint them up to the other colour scheme as the other ones. And obviously he won't be up here for a little while, as we be facing another lockdown as from this Thursday, so I'll be back on my own in the loft again. So this loco, like I said, is a Hornby one, a B12. It's been weathered by TMC, a lovely weathering job on it, and Malcolm opted to have sound fitted, what I'll be showing you later. But the sound decoder, what was fitted was this, an Zimo MX645R. Oh, sorry, the numbers will be back to front because I was in the reverse camera. But that's what it is, a Zimo MX645R sound decoder. And the sound file we used was YouChoos, YouChoos sound. And to be honest, they make nice sound decoders. We've got a couple of trains on the layout. We've got YouChoos sound decoders in. I've got my Merchant Navy, or Battle of Britain I should say, Spam Cam, my rebuilt Battle of Britain has got a YouChoos sound, and one of the other tank engines has got a YouChoos sound decoder, and my 4F was sitting currently in the station here, it's got a YouChoos sound decoder, so they make nice sound decoders. So he had that installed by TMC, and had it weathered as well by them at the same time. So what we'll do now, we'll have a look at the model so you can see it in a finer detail. So here we have it, the B12. You see you got the nice bit of weathering around the smoke box. Here you got a bit of rust around there, and that sort of sooted up around the chimney and the smoke box that would be. Around the main buffer beam at the front, you got on the smoke box door, it's sort of sooted up and dirtied, and on where the buffer beam is, you got the old rust on the edge of the buffers, and then on the buffer beam and where the lamp holders are, that's all slightly dirty with a bit of rust on there. Obviously the valve gear has been rusted up as well, and also if you look at the top of the boiler as well, as you can see, you've got a bit of nice rust banding down there and a bit of bottom down there, and you've got nice sort of dirty as wood grime and soot along the top of the boiler, and that fades down when it's exposing the red stripes on the boiler. Around the valve gear you can see it's weathered up, dirty and grimy. And where the splash wheel guards are, splash guards, you can see them got build up of dirt as well in there. And then obviously the tender sort of made it look grimy. And obviously a bit of rust effect, real coal put in the tender, and where the water goes in and the tender is dirted up. Once again on this around the blast pipes, or safety where the whistles are, sorry, that's all made it look build up of dirt and soot and grime. It's got a movable roof as well, sliding roof on this model. One thing I like about Hornby models, I don't know if you noticed it when you buy a loco, is the close of the tender to the cab. Now with Bachmann, sometimes there's always seems to be a gap between the loco and the tender, but there's a nice close fit with the Hornby models. I do like that with the Hornby. So that's obviously the weathered B12, and you can see the TMC have done a fantastic job on weathering this locomotive. So the next thing we're going to do, we'll show you the sound file on this loco and some of the features on here. And because obviously when I look for sound decoders, or before I put one in my train, I always immediately go to YouTube and just type in sound decoder Britannia, or DCC sound Britannia, or DCC sound Princess Class, or 3F, and you'll have come up straight away all the variants of DC sounds and locos. Sometimes with house sound, sometimes with YouChoos sound, sometimes with SWD, Southwest Digital, Loco Man, Mr. Sound Guy, and all these ones, Lego Bifferman if you've got diesels. And then you get to have an idea of how they sound like, and if that's how you want your loco to sound. Also, another one I like to look at is Roads and Rails of Leeds, or Rails and Roads, always get them mixed up. But he does sound fitting decoders and sound files, and I listen to his, and he supplies and fits different variants of speakers too. The EM1s or EM2s for the diesels, so you've got that nice deep bassy rumbling sound of a 37 or 47, and you can fit an EM1 inside a locomotive, steam locomotive, to give that nice bassy chuff sound, because sometimes with sound decoders on a steam train, the chuff does sound a bit tinny. I have got that on my B17 Tottenham Hotspur. It does sound a bit tinny when going around the layout, so it does sound a bit sort of processed sound, so it doesn't sound too realistic. So obviously that will be sent away to have the speaker changed to a different one, or if I feel confident enough to fit it myself, but we'll see how it goes. But I might send it away when I have my Princess done to Rails and Roads, and for them to fit them at the same time, and maybe opt for a smoke generator in my B17. But that's what I like to do anyway. I like to look on YouTube, hear the sound files, see what I preferred the best, then obviously send away for that sound file. So what we do now, we'll listen to the B12 in action on the layout. Okay, we have Malcolm's B12 hooked up to the record coaches. Probably not the ones it would pull, but we're not demonstrating that. We're just demonstrating the sound functions of the B12. So first of all, F1 as always starts the sound. We hear it starting there. Then you've got F3, well, F2 is your active brake, F3 is a short whistle, F4 long whistle, nice little LNER whistle there. Number 5 is your quick select. Number 6 is coal shoveling. So that's the drain cocks of my Black 5 then. Number 7 is the blower. number 8 is safety valve. Nine, guards whistle. Now you got your F10 is your injector. See if I get this right. So shift. That's your pump. And then F14 you have over point clanks, F15 coach rattle, F16 dual closing slams, F17 wheezy, F18 whistle, and F19 coupling up. So you've got these different sound profiles for this loco. So like I said, this is a YouChoos sound profile, and it's got the immersed drive on there on the sound decoder, so it means it will coast in slowly when you throttle back on the controller. So what we do now, we'll run it around the layout. So you hear the pump running. And now what I do, we'll throttle back as it coasts into the station. And there we have it, the Hornby B12 with a YouChoos sound decoder. Well, thanks for watching this short little video on the review of the Hornby B12 with sound decoder. I also appreciate the comments you leave on my videos and the likes I get, and also the subscriptions I've received so far. But I have noticed on my YouTube studio that 96% of my viewers haven't subscribed yet. So if you're one of them ones who haven't subscribed yet, please do, and remember to hit the icon bell button as well, so you'll be notified of any videos I upload in the near future. I do appreciate your input and your comments. It gives me a bit of encouragement, and I like to share my hobby with others too. So once again, thanks for watching. Stay safe, keep well, and most importantly, keep modelling.